Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, to my Let's Play of Ristar for the Sega Mega Drive. This was originally going to be a live Let's Play, but turned out to be a post-commentary because the Gens emulator kept glitching up, and the final result of the video was not that slow, and didn't have that much slowdown in it. So my commentary didn't really sync up easily. If you're wondering why he's running away, there's actually enemies going by, but I guess the video compression won't work for you because YouTube sucks. But yeah. So we now begin with Ristar, and we see him waking up from his slumber. I love this music so much. I gotta say, before I re-say anything, this game's soundtrack to me is brilliant. I mean, I know some of you guys said like Banjo-Kazooie's is much better, but you know, I haven't actually listed all of Banjo-Kazooie's tracks. All of the tracks I've heard so far from that game is brilliant, but you know, I haven't listed all of it. But this game I have. If you're wondering why I'm doing any sort of weird thing in this game, I don't know if I will. It's probably because this is originally live commentary. Like here, a bit slow in the options section. That's because I was showing off. But what I was showing is that it's possible. There's a sound test. There's a password system in this game, which I'll talk about pretty much later in this entire game. And also, you can switch. The B button in this game is the grab button, and the A and C button, the jump button. We had the ability to switch them around. So what are we doing in the world of Ristar? Well, that's a very good question, Timmy. What we're doing in this world is basically Ristar is a shooting star. He's going to save the entire galaxy and a few planets from its alien invasion. And yeah, we have to stop him because he's a very, very evil guy. And evil is not allowed in this world. So with Ristar's stretchy arms, you can actually grab enemies, again by pressing the B button, for me anyway. Like I said, you can switch the controls around. You can hold the B button when you grab an enemy to like, just hold them still and you stay still as well. Assuming you're in the air, then you can swing until you like hit ground. And after you let go of the B button, you can do a body slam and then it will defeat the enemy. What I'm on right now is I don't know what it's actually called, I just call it a grab pole. Basically, you can use it to fling Ristar in a direction. Well, you know, he's spinning round. Well, after you get to a certain, after Ristar's facing a certain direction, then you can let go of that B button to fly in a high area. You'll know when you can like ricochet off walls and all that sort of stuff because Ristar will start glowing. This bit's automatic, sort of. You just have to grab it, and that's about it. This is a bonus area, as you can read right in front of you. Basically. There's one in every single stage, I believe, and I don't know every location of them, so I'm just showing this off because I know the location of this. There's only 3 locations I know in the entire game. That's about it. So yeah, one thing that also returns in this game is mini-bosses, as you can see here, returning from Sonic 3. Well, not really returning because this game isn't exactly a Sonic game. Here's the thing to it. Ristar was built off the Sonic 1 engine. The Sonic 1 engine. The engine in Ristar works nothing like Sonic the Hedgehog. There's no like build up in speed. You're just instantly in that speed when you press the left or right button. The graphics and music engine is also similar to Sonic the Hedgehog 1. This game also introduces acts and different music for each act. It's pretty impressive stuff. Much like Sonic 3 Knuckles, Ristar's appearance is also similar to one of Sonic's classic or older designs. Particularly Feel, which is a rabbit, and as you can see, the color of Ristar is yellow and black. Feel was apparently that color. So yeah, that's pretty cool stuff. I got it all by Sonic Retro. So yeah, I did like that sort of enemy that was spinning around, like you know, it's really cool. It's like Knuckles Chaotix, but this is the Sega Genesis, or Sega Mega Drive or whatever. Not the first 2 acts. That's pretty damn impressive, I have to say. This is actually Ristar's only. Well, if you want to count the Game Gear game, then this is Ristar's not only game. I I completely lost my words. Yeah, Ristar. This is Ristar's only game, and I'm disappointed actually. Sega obviously remember the character. He's returned his cameos, especially for things like Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed and Sonic and All-Stars Racing games in general, really. Okay, so here's the gimmick of this level. Just testing if it turns on again. The lights turn off. That's about it. It's not that hard of a section. I mean, it's the first world. I don't expect it to be that hard. There's also someone in the back throwing strawberries because he's a really big dickhead. I disapprove strawberries being thrown at me. I think they're strawberries anyway. They look like strawberries. Now, one thing you might have noticed before is that I was doing the body slam on enemies, but I wasn't particularly getting hurt, even though Ristar was in contact with them. One thing I like to abuse in this game is the ability to not get hurt while you're in that spinning animation. Like when you hit a wall or hit an enemy, when Ristar body slams, he literally spins does like a horizontal spin. Well, from his perspective anyway. From our perspective, it's pretty much a vertical spin, or what do you want to call it. During that spinning animation, Ristar is actually invincible, and he can't get hurt during those animations, so I like to abuse it in certain bosses or certain situations. Anyway, first boss, I think it's called Rio, R-I-H-O, how you pronounce that. You tell me, ladies and gentlemen. In this one, we just basically had to knock him 3 times and the alien falls off. It's pretty simple stuff. You know, he's actually just being possessed. I don't know what he was doing. He just flies down like a normal face, and then the alien just comes on and I'm like, oh no, I've been captured. Oh no. Anyway, it is actually possible to actually grab the alien before you knock him 3. Like you don't have to actually knock him 3 times to knock the alien off. He'll summon those little tornado things that don't hurt you, but they hold you in place, which then the alien will then hurt you, which is a bit, I'll just say redundant, but never mind. Or he could do that falling thing. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, we just got rid of that alien, and now we're going to travel to the next world. It's Ristar's blasting off again. I love this music track. It feels so. It sounds so nice. It kind of reminds me of Super Mario Galaxy. I also love that background. Yeah, just like make a Ristar game with Super Mario Galaxy and all that sort of stuff. That'd be awesome. Oh, wonderful, wunderbar, whatever. Yeah, so this game also has a ranking system that's not very. It's not very like, oh my god, a ranking system. It's okay, I guess, for Sega Mega Drive. I don't really know many games that do that actually on the Mega Drive. But it depends on how many points you get in the actual world. So it's pretty cool stuff. Welcome to Planet Undertale, which is the water world, but I don't see any water. Maybe some below us, but I don't see any water. Oh, wait, what's happening? Ah, God! Oh, there's water. Well, anyway, the water is not a threat in this game because Ristar has unlimited air. He does not run out of air. That's pretty cool stuff. So that's a good enhancement from the Sonic games, I guess. So, while you're underwater, you can press the jump button to get a boost in speed. The grab button still works properly. You know, you can fling your arms in all 8 directions, and now we have some aquatic enemies. Although we have our share of those octopus-like guys. I don't know the names of them, unfortunately. I honestly don't know many of the names of any of these creatures, actually, and these enemies. Spikes to avoid and all that sort of stuff. One thing I really like about the water effect in this game is the fact of the matter that the deeper you go, the darker it gets. It screams realistic to me, and I like that. One thing this game has is a health system. On the top, there's no rings in this. In this game, yeah, the top right, so I was about to say left. The top right has 4 stars. Lose all 4 stars and it's game over. You can regain your health by. Oh wait, hold on a second. But going back to the topic at hand, we got this mini boss, which is basically a 3 waves of enemies. The first one is just these mini octopus guys. The second set is coming right now. Of let's see, a wave of fishies. They just shoot stuff at you. I just got hit by that, actually. That's really unlucky on me. So, yeah. And the last one is going to be electric spark guys from underwater. They're probably the easiest to avoid because they never move around in the actual... Well, never mind. No, never mind what I said. But just make sure you wait for them to land first before you actually attack them. Otherwise, their electric sparks will hurt you. Anyway, as I was saying before, you can actually regain your health. By collecting these little stars. There's a yellow star, which only refills 1 health, and a blue star that refills ore. I don't think I mentioned it before, but those grab poles at the end of the stage, basically, I can't remember if I already explained this before. This is actually multiple recording sessions I'm having right now with my voice, because there's so many errors like panning and interruptions. Anyway, the end of the stage, there's basically this the grab pole. The higher you go, the more points you get. I think it's about 30,000 points to get an extra life. So I got 60,300. I would have got like 2 1-ups from the points alone. So now I have 7 lives overall. Oops. The gimmick of this stage is that you got these blue little things that summon creatures, and if you destroy that, all the enemies it summons will just be gone, and then you can proceed to the rest of the level. Okay. Well, anyway, so after you defeat those 3 creatures, those 3 come by. See that yellow star? I refilled 1 health. You have a maximum of 4. There's actually a code in the password section where you can actually make it only have 2 lives. It's super hard mode basically. The section we were in before this section was a little propeller full thing. There's spikes at the back of that hallway, corridor, whatever. And occasionally that propeller thing will blow you far back. I was thinking for a moment. It will blow you far back, and yeah. Just don't get hit. Just make sure you grab something or hold something, or just I don't know. Just so you make sure you don't hit the spikes. One thing you can do is well, not one thing you can do. One thing Ristar does if he's not moving underwater, he actually floats to the surface. It's pretty nice, pretty realistic too. So as you can see, the gimmick of this level is pretty much complete underwater, and you just have to get this labyrinth. Though it's not really that hard. It's completely fine. It's not that difficult, the level. It's second world as well. This is no labyrinth zone. This game isn't particularly hard. Spoiler warning. There's actually have this is only 3 parts long, and this entire game only took about 3 hours, 1 hour to beat. That's excluding editing, actually, that probably about 1 hour and 35 minutes. Because of the difficulty, it's really easy. Even the last world's pretty easy, and then once it gets to like the last few bosses in the entire game, the difficulty suddenly spikes. It's a bit of a problem, but it's nothing too problematic. Okay, now one thing this game also is a bit annoying to me is that the grab pole things, like the higher you go, the more points you get, but not every, like you saw there, that was a really low ceiling. I can barely get any points from that. I mean, at most I could probably get about, say, 2,000. Now the next boss, which I completely forgot what it was called, but we're fighting some kind of hammerhead shark. Alright. So basically, the gimmick of this boss is basically just once he comes into the screen that I think it's OSAT, O-H-S-A-T, I don't know. But anyway, well, he's gonna basically once he comes into your line of sight, then just grab him and then automatically throws to a bit of corks. He has a few attacks like rushing through the water, like you just saw there, and sometimes he might throw a load of fish. He'll sometimes like hit the poles at the poles at the back and drop some rocks, but only in your general area, not particularly in the entire stage, which is a bit stupid, really. You only had to grab him 4 times, like, you know, the water's lowering every time, and fortunately there's no time limit, God forbid. This is one of my favourite boss theme tracks. I don't know why. Oh, he just ran into me. Beep beep. Here comes the happy shark. And now you just hit him one more time. So that's actually 5 hits. Sorry. But now we're done. But what is this world called now with no water? We're clearly underground. We're clearly underground, and there's no rice. There's no water left. Oh, anyway, then we move on to the next world. Whee! Undertale clear. This is the only world that I end up getting like a fantastic on, or something higher like excellent, because this world's generally long. I got fantastic there. I got 9,000. Vegeta is still not impressed. He says over 9,000, not 9,000. Now we're entering the sun. I find it funny, like every Welcome to Planet Scorch, but I love it. Like the end, that theme tune. I think it's called Beyond Space. Like the way it's not every stage like finishes that entire track when you're traveling between worlds. Anyway, so in this world, this is the fire world. We're not particularly on the sun. I was just making a stupid joke there. One of the gimmicks in this entire place is having like a mini version of yourself, which you're going to need in order to avoid getting hurt. Here's the thing: those cages over there. If you throw that mini guy in, your midget in there, then if you hit the cage once, then you can. God damn it! If you hit the cage once, then it's destroyed immediately. If you get caught in it, you have to hit the cage 3 times, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But whatever, science. Probably could have learned up there. So basically, if you're caught in the cage, you're gonna have to frantically try and break out of there by means of mashing the B button. This is the second stage I know where the secret like bonus area is. This game, much like Sonic the Hedgehog, has quite a lot. There it is. See, this game, much like Sonic the Hedgehog, has quite a lot of alternate routes. Like there's an upper layer and a bottom layer, but it's also quite a linear game. So this is no Metroid or something like that. So yeah. Yeah, swinging those poles is not hard. I do believe fire is actually rising from the bottom, but it's been too long since I last saw it. We're getting quite close to the mini boss, and this mini boss I'm not a big fan of, honestly. I think some of you will understand why I'm not a big fan of this. Well, the first section of this mini boss isn't too bad. I mean, this mini boss is a memory game. Oh, look at Ristar sweating there. So basically, you just have to destroy his enemies in order they show it in. In the first one, it's quite simple. Just destroy the enemies, and there's numbers even showing. The second one doesn't that has numbers, but disappears afterwards. Also, one thing that makes it harder is the fact that okay. One thing that also makes this harder is the fact that each one adds more enemies. Like the first one was 4, the second one had 5. Now this has all 6. So if you get all of them correct and you're very good at memory, then this shouldn't be too much of a problem for you. Even give you an extra life. That's very nice of you. Good. Yay. That's pretty badass stuff. One thing I really like about this game that I haven't touched upon yet is the fact that depending on what world Ristar's in, he'll actually do a different idle animation. Like there's a basic stand, but after you wait, of course, he's going to do an idle animation. Like for example, we saw there's Ristar sweating. That animation is pretty much exclusive to this world. I love that. That's really cool attention to detail. I just like it so much. I love this game. This is the first level also dying by complete accident. Yeah, there's a reason why I just got get off there, because I remember from a previous recording session that was there. Also decided to go back down here to get an extra life. I got hit anyway, so that Ristar from earlier on was pointless. So yeah, so this game also encourages you to explore. This stage in particular has quite a lot of exploration. Excuse me, has quite a lot of exploration. Those poles with the spikes on them, you can only go one direction, unless of course you can. This is a point you can actually. There's no spikes on that section. Anyway, those enemies there, they can press a switch if you get too close to them. I thought I was close enough to them, but they didn't detect me, obviously. Little idiots. If they press that switch, then part of the area will be destroyed. I actually do. They do it later on during my playthrough. This part, so yeah. Screw them. Just go like that. I tried to get up there, completely failed. Never mind. Oh, failed. This stage also has some of the most annoying enemies and stuff like that, like those fire ones. Sometimes, you know, it's casting Faraga from Kingdom Hearts 2. But the thing is that like sometimes I swear like that enemy that was to the explosion. See, that enemy to the left there before I saw that explosion guy, and this is where I died because I kind of panicked for some odd reason. I sometimes try to like they have a sort of pattern. I think I get it down, but when I try to grab them, they turn around like, oh god damn it. So I died once there. The way I'm handling the death situation, if I die too many times, like, I die once, if I die any more times between that and, the end of the stage, then I'll edit to that part. Okay, so I was trying to get up there, and this is what happens. Going round and round, and I just end up here anyway. What the hell? That's completely pointless. Pointless, I say. Anyway, you can actually grab him even if he's on the Switch. As long as he's on the Switch and he's not, and the sprite's not gone, then you can actually defeat the guy. Not an explosion. Well, anyway. Ah, god damn it! I died. Oh wait, I'm fine. I'm a shooting star after all. Okay, so unlike this one is a ceiling, but it doesn't matter anymore because I hit my face, and yeah. So that's the under factory done, and now we're gonna go to add an I don't know how to pronounce it. Egoraptor? I mean, look at that face. He's also got headphones. What a badass. Anyway, so the game of this boss this is pretty much a mole sort of boss, but anyway, he has quite a bit of attacks up his sleeve. Like for one, he's got the shooting claw thing. He has one aerial version, one ground version. You just have to hit him 2 times here, and then there's a falling section where you just hit him once, and then the entire thing happens again. Then that's pretty much it. He also has the ability to throw sand at you because sand attack in Pokemon is such an effective move. And oh yeah, when the ground rising thing here is can actually hurt you. Ooh god. What failure me. One thing I don't like about this boss is the fact this is the first boss that gave me trouble. For the record, I don't know what caused it so much. I think it was more the falling sections because they're so hard to do. Here's a falling section coming right now. So basically, you're endlessly falling until you hit him once, and then you go to the next section. I do die about 2 times here, but I edit the second death because that's, you know, pointless for no reason. So, okay, let's see. So now in the second section, you know, the falling section I just had to get the timing right, but it was just so hard. He caught my ass. Well, anyway, what I was gonna say, one thing I don't like about this boss is that when he rises from the ground, assuming he lands on the ground, like this, there he blocks. Sometimes he doesn't block. That doesn't count because you know he's wide open. He's shooting a arm cannon, much like Mega Man. It's so cool. Mega Man's actually Mega Man's gonna come into Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U and 3DS. I don't have a Wii U or 3DS. But yeah, one thing I'm wondering is like Mega Man's moves, because I know the game Super Smash Flash 2 I'm following from Greg Meclio. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. I apologize. How crap he ran into me. But he had Mega Man in that game as well. So I'm wondering how many moves of that game he'll have in this Smash Bros. Game. Not sure if I worded that right. So yeah, after you explain everything about this game, there's pretty much nothing to talk about besides the actual world itself. Like Scorch is the first level the first one that gave me trouble. It's like the fire. I didn't know about the little midget Ristar, and then the Under Factory was just was to me a bit easier, just more exploration. I just had to. It wasn't so hard. It's just pretty much go right to win in some aspects. I keep missing. Sometimes I'm able to catch him in one go. I just normally stay I normally stay underneath him and then wait for the appropriate time to grab him from underneath. Oh wait, his arm was going down. That's very, very, very violent, you Ristar. Oh, he's right there. Okay, cool. Here's something I found out recently. He can try and throw those little sandstorms at you, but they're too small to harm Ristar. Bitch. And so yeah, with that done, we can now head off to the next planet of Ristar. Welcome to the next galaxy. Just collect a power star on the way. Super Mario Galaxy style, Super Mario 64 style, or whatever. I still think Super Mario Galaxy is a much better game. I need to try Super Mario Galaxy 2. I really need to. One problem is I haven't played the Wii in quite a while because I've been more PC. You know, Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed. Love that game. Ristar, why are you a flagman in that game? You should have been a playable character from the start. We want Ristar. They brought Knights back and they just they promoted him to be a racer, and then they just demoted Ristar to be a flagman. Oh well, it's better than just being like a cameo that appears in a DLC stage, but you know. Anyway, he's a 3D model. He should have his own game. Sega. Oh well, anyway. See you next part for Planet Sonata, if I pronounced that right. I'm not sure if I did pronounce that right. I apologize if I pronounced that incorrectly.